Once upon a time, in the land of Shroomville, everything was peaceful and calm. The town was protected by the magical moonstone that rested beneath a giant mushroom. Shroomville flourished with beautifully colored mushrooms, and everyone enjoyed the simple things in life.
Wow! The mushrooms in the garden are growing so fast. They're so pretty.
They really are. Oh, it looks like it's gonna rain a little. I think I'll hurry and pick some to make mushroom pizza.
Stop! Don't pick the mushrooms!
What's the matter? Shroomville is growing mushrooms faster than lightning during a storm. There's plenty of mushrooms to be enjoyed by all of us.
That isn't the problem, Red Riding Hood. There's something you don't know about our little village. Not everything is perfect in our town.
What is it?
For many years, there has stood in the forest the biggest tree ever. And in this tree lives a wizard who every time it rains gathers the rainwater and mixes it with the mushrooms to make a magic potion called
Rain Mush Soup.
In our town, this giant tree lives a wizard no one sees. When it rains, the wizard counts 1, 2, 3. Rain Mush Soup is made to make you sweet.
Okay. What about the Rain Mush Soup?
The soup potion was intended to do good. But have you ever heard of this saying, too much of a good thing? Well, I just received word that the big bad wolf has eaten the Rain Mush Soup. And now he's singing opera tunes and tiptoeing through the flower garden. The wolf is as sweet as sugar.
Bravi, 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 bravissimo.
Well, isn't that a good thing? Now I don't have to worry about him causing problems, right?
It sounds nice, but it's not really. We all have different feelings and personalities, and that's what makes us special. The Rain Mush Soup makes whoever eats it lose who they are. The wolf will be super sweet forever, but he won't be himself anymore. It's important to be ourselves, even if that means sometimes being a little bad or grumpy. Our true selves are what makes the world interesting and full of life.
If we lived in a world that was entirely sweet, life would likely become a little, well, boring over time. Now, don't get me wrong. We don't want any harm coming to our town of Shroomville because of that big bad wolf. But the wolf's mean behavior helps us navigate challenges, learn and grow, appreciate the good times, and develop courage. Right? We need your help, Little Red Riding Hood. We have to fix the wolf and turn him back to his big, bad, grumpy old self.
Little red, journey through the forest. Find what will break the spell. 'Cause all things sweet sound like a treat, but balance works well.
You are right. Sweetness is wonderful, and I know Mr. Wolf has been scary before. But if his sweetness will make things worse, I'll do what I can to help. And besides, even though he can be grumpy and growly, I know he has a soft heart somewhere in him. Don't worry, we'll find a way to restore balance back to Shroomville.
When we take the good and bad, we learn and grow each day. When we take the good and bad, we learn and grow each day.
I know where it is! I know where it is!
The little animal friend discovered the flower of last hope. When the flower tickles under the nose of the one who drinks the potion, it deactivates the potion and brings the balance of good and not so good back to whoever was under the spell. But this all has to happen before midnight. Let's hope they hurry and get this flower under the nose of that big, Sweet Wolf.
Come on, friends. We need to journey over mountains and rivers to get to the wolf.
Determined to restore balance in the land of Shroomville, Red Riding Hood and her friends set out on their journey. Along the way, Little Red Riding Hood uses her magic powers to help them as they set off to save the village. The friends finally reach the little house that holds the flower of last hope.
My dear ones, the balance of the world depends on you now. Take this flower and tickle under the wolf's nose to break the spell. After all, he may be a grumpy wolf, but he brings a sense of adventure and always teaches us valuable lessons along the way.
My grandmother always told me that in fairy tales, there's a twist waiting to be discovered. It's time to put my tickling skills to the test. Who knew my journey through the woods would involve me becoming a wolf tickler?
La donna immobile, qual piuma al vento.
Listen up. All that dancing in the garden and singing opera tunes has worn me out. I'm gonna go home and rest, but thank you, Red. You saved me from being all sugary sweet forever. But don't get used to it. When I wake up, I'm coming after all of you.
As the big bad wolf disappeared into the forest, Little Red Riding Hood and her friends saw a glimpse of gratefulness in that big bad grumpy wolf. They understood that while challenges and difficulties are all a part of life, they are also what makes life interesting and meaningful. The end. In our town there's a giant tree, lives a wizard no one sees. When it rains, the wizard counts 1, 2, 3. Rain Mush Soup is made to make you sweet. Little red, journey through the forest. Find what will break the spell. 'Cause all things sweet sound like a treat, but balance works well. Little red, we all have personalities, different feelings. We all are not the same. When we take the good and bad, we learn and grow each day. When we take the good and bad, we learn and grow each day.